Touchdown Chargers! Welcome to Chargers Daily. I'm Fun Bobby and I'm back and I'm your host. And let's get it going. Come here, both fam. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and let's go. Because I'm coming to you live from the trenches in sunny Southern California. And listen, today I'm bringing news more intense than John Taffert seeing a bartender free pour vodka like they're watering a houseplant. Don't do it. We're talking Kadyn Proctor today, the Alabama offensive line monster that ESPN's Jordan Reed just mocked us at 22 in his latest two-rounder on Chargers.com. Reed dropped this gem yesterday, and it's got me like hyped, it's got me scared, and I'm ready to riot in the group chat all at once. Let me set the scene. The 2026 NFL Combine just wrapped. Scouts are still buzzing from Indy, and Reed, he gathered all that intel to say what? The Chargers need to attack the trenches at 22. Duh, okay? Who does he give us? He gives us Kadyn Proctor. This 6'7", 352 pounds of pure Godzilla beef. This kid played left tackle for Bama for 3 seasons. He racked up 40 games, earned consensus All-American and first-team All-SEC honors in 2025, and at the Combine, he put on a show. He had scouts split 50-50. Some were screaming he'd be a first-round steal. Others were whispering day 2 slide. Reed quoted one scout, said, "You're either going to love him or you're going to get him. You're going to let him be good somewhere else." This is code for this guy is a boom or bust giant. But if he booms and he's on the Chargers, Herbert never gets touched again. Like, picture this. Proctor's listed at 366 pounds at Alabama, but he showed up at Indy at 352. Slimmed down, still massive, and apparently the first offensive lineman over 350 pounds to jump over 32 inches vertical in modern Combine history. This guy's not a lineman. He's a skyscraper that learned how to jump rope. Reed says he's a plug-and-play guard for us. No, don't get excited. He's not going to play center. But with Zion Johnson a free agent and the whole Mekhi Becton release, our interior line is looking like he got hit by a truck. Proctor's versatility is gold. He played blindside tackle his whole college career, but he told teams at the Combine he'd have no problem moving inside to guard. This is music to Harbaugh ears. He loves those big maulers. Our O-line last year was decimated. I mean, Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater went down with season enders, and suddenly we were starting guys who looked like they wandered in from a flag football league. Proctor gives us insurance. I mean, if disaster strikes again, he's one of the few who can slide to tackle or guard without the whole pocket collapsing like a Jenga tower built by toddlers on a trampoline during an earthquake drill. Imagine him next to Slater and all. Bookend tackles completely locked, interior beefed up, and Herbert finally getting like a full second to throw instead of running for his life like a man who opened up a porta potty at a construction site. Chargers fans, look, the anxiety is going to kick in. Every time there's a 50-50 prediction on a guy, first round, day 2, what if we reach to him at 22 and he busts? I mean, we're the team that drafts a generational talent and turns him into a bust faster than you can say, "Hold my beer." Reed nailed it. Kadyn's he seems like a Jim Harbaugh guy. He's physical, he's tough, he's 352 pounds of pure mass. So when he pulls on a run play, the linebackers don't fill the gap. They evacuate it. If we snag him, he's the player that makes Herbert smile. The run game will actually work, and we stop going 3 and out like it's a brand. Bolt fam, this is why the offseason is torture and joy all at once. Hit the comments. Would you take Proctor at 22, or would you trade back for more picks? Bolt up, and either way, let's get this giant into lightning bolts and protect Central Command. Charge on, and let's roll over to segment 2, where we're talking about Tyler Biadasz. And I probably will butcher that again. But listen, Biadasz me, okay? Is this a yes or no? Look, the Chargers are hosting free agent center Tyler Biadasz on a visit today. And per Daniel Poppert, he was there. He's getting wined and dined. And we're looking at this 6-year vet this guy actually doesn't snap the ball like he's throwing a hand grenade. He's fresh off being released by the Commanders, has 84 career starts between Dallas and Washington. Pro Football Focus ranked him 11th best center in 2025. And get this, he allowed 0 hits across 521 pass blocking snaps last year. First among all qualifying centers. That's not pass protection, that's a force field, people. Dude didn't give up a single sack in 21 or 22 when he was with Dallas. And Herbert would look at this and he would literally cry tears of joy for the first time, like he bought a house full of furniture from IKEA that came with free assembly. Look, his run blocking is 71.2. It's 12th in the league. Above average freight train with feelings is what I think of this guy. He fits Harbaugh's like run the damn ball till they cry philosophy. And it's like a glove that's been broken in with a steak knife. Bozeman was horrible. His snaps look like a first-time father changing a newborn's diaper in the dark with no baby wipes. Biadasz shows up and suddenly we're like, welcome to the Superchargers! Come on in, here's your throne, here's your checkbook, and a lifetime supply of ice baths for Herbert's back. If we get him, everything feels secure. The ride's smooth, and nothing gets stolen from the backfield anymore. Our current center room, it's like showing up for a gunfight with a squirt gun and hoping the other guy slips on the soap. Tyler snaps it firm, he sets quick, he anchors like concrete, and he holds the line till the job's completely done. There's no fumbling around, just clean, confident exchanges that make Herbert feel loved for once. Commanders cut him thinking like, oh, we can do better, but now he's in LA getting the red carpet treatment, and I think Washington fans are going to cry over this one. Bolt fam, this is peak Chargers offseason hope. One good center, and suddenly Herbert has time to throw lasers instead of dodging blitzes like Neo in the Matrix. Hit the comments. Biadasz day one starter, or should we just say thanks for the visit? Would you pay him $12 to $15 million a year? Let's manifest this snap wizard into electric yellow before he realizes what we have here in LA traffic. Bolt up, charge on, pray this date ends with a ring instead of complete ghosting. Okay, and now we're moving on to Harbaugh is legendary. Full stop. Okay, people? Harbaugh or bust. What are we even talking about here? Grab your pitchforks and your therapy dogs because the internet just exploded with the most brain-dead take since someone said the Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl. Apparently, in some anonymous player survey or ESPN PFF poll that nobody asked for, our very own Jim Harbaugh got graded poorly by players. Poorly? Guys, the man who dragged this franchise out of the Staley-era dumpster fire and into the playoffs in year one, graded like he showed up to practice in flip-flops and a Hawaiian shirt. Let's roast this nonsense, okay? These are the same players who survived the Brandon Staley regime. The guy who did yoga squats on the field like he was auditioning for a TikTok influencer gig. The guy who went for it on our own 2-yard line on 4th and Infinity because the tablet of power said the odds looked good. Yeah, the tablet said 68% chance of success right before we gave up a safety, a touchdown, and my will to live, people. Staley treated 4th downs like a slot machine. Pull the lever, pray for cherries, lose everything. He had us playing prevent defense in the first quarter, going for 2 when we were down by 35, and calling timeouts like he was trying to win a staring contest with the refs. And now these players are out here grading Harbaugh poorly. Bro, Harbaugh is the best thing to happen to this franchise since powder blue helmets, since Dan Fouts, since Phillip Rivers having 42 kids. Remember the coaches we've suffered through? Norv Turner, the king of almost seasons, where we led by 20 and lose by 21. Mike McCoy, the man who turned Phillip Rivers into a statue, who threw checkdowns to ghosts. Anthony Lynn, like super nice guy, but terrible clock management, like he was timing his timeouts with a broken sundial. And Staley, the yoga squatting, analytics worshipping, trust the process disaster who lost us games we had no business losing, and now we're mad at Harbaugh? The guy who brought back accountability, made the trenches mean something, got us to the playoffs, and actually believes in running the damn ball, grading Harbaugh poorly is like giving Michelangelo an F on the Sistine Chapel because the ceiling was dusty. It's like firing Gordon Ramsay for burning toast when the kitchen was on fire before he even walked in the door. Harbaugh is the dad who shows up after years of absentee parenting, fixes the house, grounds the kids, and now the kids are mad because he took away their iPhones. Listen, he's the 5th of all time winning percentage in the NFL coaching history. Everyone needs to sit down, shut up, and get out of this man's way. He's on the train to the promised land, people. This is crazy. These anonymous surveys are probably from the guys who loved Staley's vibes and hated Harbaugh making them run gassers and block like men. Well, guess what? Vibes don't win games. Trenches do. Harbaugh is the best coach we've had since the merger, full stop. If players don't see that, maybe they need a mirror and a reality check. Bolt fam, flood the comments. Harbaugh, underrated? Or are these players soft? I'm saying they're soft. This grading is clown shoes. Jim is the GOAT, and we're lucky he's here. Let's defend our coach and laugh at the haters while we manifest a Super Bowl victory. Come on, people. Nacho Dunker! Listen, Nacho Dunker. Ordinary isn't an option. Looking. Jennings Dunker, okay? And I know it's spelled with a G. I just did that because it's like a Howard the Duck vibe, okay? I heard Matt Money say that Jennings Dunker with our day 2 pick. I mean, this guy's 6'5", 319 pounds of pure hawk-eyed, corn-fed meat grinder. Red-haired mullet flowing like he's auditioning for a Viking movie, but built like a brick wall that somehow learned to run. Look, scouts at Indy were buzzing. Greatest mullet ever. 3rd best offensive tackle in the class, said PFF. And Reed calls him a high-level backup with starter upside. Guy who screams Jim Harbaugh special. This guy probably eats bacon for breakfast along with a pack of Marlboro non-filters and a pack of roofing nails before coming to practice. He's physical. He's tough. He's a nasty run blocker. He's the kind of monster who flattens defenders and makes running backs feel like they got a 10-second head start. Let's get real on the tape. Dunker played right tackle and guard at Iowa. He racked up snaps in a Joe Moore award-winning line. And at the combine, he ran a 5.18 40. It's not elite, but for 319 pounds, respect, okay? Posted a strong shuttle, and he showed recovery from a past labrum injury plus a minor ankle cleanup in 25. He's not the quickest lateral mover, but his power and anchor, NFL mock draft database has him mid-day 2 overall ranked at like 55. Position ranked 9 for offensive linemen. Reed says he's a perfect guard fit for us. Dunker plugs in day 1 and gives us insurance in case players go down again. With Dunker, everything feels bigger, stronger, meaner, and way less likely to tip over when Herbert's flooring it. He's not my first choice, but if we wind up trading back and having more than one pick in the second, this guy could be a snag. Big upside, okay, Bolt fam? I would like to see what happens here, but you stay upright, Bolt family, and I'll see you tomorrow on Chargers Daily.